Live with clickorlando.com and streaming on News 6 Plus. This is News 6 at 11. Getting results.
A major intersection in downtown Orlando shut down. Why emergency crews say this construction site is unsafe. Next.
Plus, Orange and Osceola County's top prosecutor suspended by Governor DeSantis.
Refusing to faithfully enforce the laws of Florida puts our communities in danger and victimizes innocent Floridians.
The statistics show that people are now more protected than ever under my leadership for the last 3 years.
Why she's under fire and how she's defending herself.
And most kids in Central Florida head back to class tomorrow. The message from school leaders to those with or without students in the district. But first, those triple digits feels like temperatures are not going anywhere. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Bell.
Yeah, glad you're with us tonight. I'm Matt Austin. The heat is a concern on several fronts tonight. News 6's Treasurer Roberts is looking at how the community is rallying around people experiencing homelessness during this time. But we begin with Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells, who's laying out the day for your kid's first day of school. Tom, the heat is potentially dangerous.
Oh, yeah, so many times we talk about the dangers for your children. I'm all worried about lightning, but not this go around. Radar is just as dry as it can be, and unless you live in Brevard County or Palm Coast, you didn't get any relief. Look at this. Heat advisories already issued for tomorrow. Excessive heat warning already in place for Flagler County, Putnam County, and heat advisories for Marion, for Sumter, and even for Polk County. I think the rest of us will end up with more heat advisories tomorrow as well. The back-to-school forecast for tomorrow. Obviously, this time of year, the kids are going to dress like almost summertime pattern for the first day of school, but tomorrow they really need to. 80 degrees at 7 a.m., sunny and muggy all over. By the afternoon, scattered rainstorms are possible, but really, I don't expect much out of that. I'll do the pinpoint forecast later. Please know most of the rain will be south of Orlando or east. Again tomorrow, that daytime high is dangerous, up to 97 for the ride home or the walk home tomorrow afternoon with a heat index of at least 105 to 110. I'll be back with more a little later.
All right, Tom, thank you. Remember, you can pinpoint the weather where you live with our free Pinpoint Weather app. Just search WKMG in your app store.
New at 11, the Orange County Sheriff's Office investigating a shooting and crash on Curry Ford Road right near Chickasaw Trail. It happened at 5:30 this afternoon. Investigators say two men got into a fight leading to that crash. At some point, one of these guys got shot. Both were taken to the hospital with injuries.
Developing tonight in Orlando, South Orange Avenue is closed at Church Street tonight because of a problem with scaffolding on a building that's undergoing repairs. News 6's Troy Campbell is live near that scene for us tonight. Troy, what's the latest?
Well, Lisa, Matt, this block is right in the center of the business district in downtown Orlando. And Orlando police, they put on social media that this area will remain blocked off and closed to vehicles and people at least into tomorrow. The reason, here behind me, you can see the scaffolding along this building and where it started to separate from the building and buckle. And there's still crews out here tonight. Orlando police again saying the stretch of Orange Avenue in downtown Orlando between Jackson and Church Street will remain closed at least into tomorrow. Officials have not said what they believe caused the situation or when they think that structure or at least that scaffolding will be deemed stable here along the road. Thankfully, as of now, we have not heard of any injuries associated with this. Live in downtown Orlando tonight, Troy Campbell, Getting Results, News 6.
Troy, thank you. Well, tonight, Democratic lawmakers are calling for the immediate reinstatement of Monique Worrell. Governor Ron DeSantis suspended her from her post as the Orange Osceola State Attorney this morning and appointed Judge Andrew Bain to take her place. The formal filing from DeSantis's office accuses Worrell of incompetence and neglect of duty. During a presser on the matter today, he rattled off several crimes he says could have been prevented under different leadership. Meantime, Worrell spent the day defending her record and calls her suspension a political hit job.
Under this tyranny, elected officials can be removed simply for political purposes and by a whim of the governor. And no matter how you feel about me, you should not be okay with that.
We had a duty to act to protect the public from this dereliction of duty.
Governor Ron DeSantis mentioned this weekend's shooting of 2 Orlando police officers was one of the crimes that played a role in his decision to suspend Worrell.
News 6 investigator Mike DeForest is digging into the specifics of that case. Now you can learn more about Andrew Bain, the judge replacing Worrell following her suspension, right now at clickorlando.com. Tomorrow is a big day across Central Florida.
It's the first day of the new school year for most students. August 10th is the first day for everybody except Volusia County. They start on Monday the 14th. Now, it's important to remember more cars and buses will be on the roads in the morning and in the afternoon, and kids will once again be crowding those crosswalks. Education leaders in Orange County have the message for the community ahead of the big day. Here it is.
Have some grace. Traffic will be longer, or more, it'll take a little bit longer for people to get through the car line, and buses are going to be learning their routes, and kids are going to get on and off the buses. And so just be careful out there, be safe, and know that we are going to take great care of your kids when they're at school tomorrow.
So that was school board member Dr. Karen Castor-Dental. She spoke after a ribbon-cutting ceremony for Lake Silver Elementary's new accessible playground. Every area is wheelchair accessible. There's a drinking water station, and the entire playground is under a covered shelter, which is very necessary for times like right now. Well, tomorrow's returns also the first test of some controversial new rules added to the books during summer break.
Yeah, they include the expansion of the parental rights and education law, known by critics as the Don't Say Gay law. It bans discussions on sexual orientation and gender identity in kindergarten through 12th grade. Before this, the bill only applied to kindergarten through 3rd grades. School staff also cannot refer to students by pronouns that do not align with their sex at birth. The law that led to these restrictions is also the reason districts are now requiring parental permission before teachers can call students by anything other than their legal name. That includes nicknames. So if their name is Robert, but the student prefers Rob, parents must sign a waiver. And new standards for African American history were also green-lighted over the summer despite backlash. They include a controversial lesson for middle schoolers about how enslaved people, quote, developed skills that could be used for personal benefit. You can learn more about the changes your child could encounter as soon as tomorrow. We have an article laying out all of the rules right now at clickorlando.com.
Well, an encouraging update after a young boy at a Florida amusement park falls from a roller coaster.
Yeah, he is out of the hospital tonight, but his recovery is far from over. Details on his injuries and to look at how you can help his family get him the very best care. Treasure.
The extreme heat has been brutal for many. Coming up, who the high temps affect most and why it's a result of the housing crisis.
Part of the problem is not enough rain. We did have scattered showers down through Brevard County in the last 3 hours, but those are over. We'll be having slim pickings on the rain again tomorrow. I'll be back to pinpoint that rain, talk about today's records, and how hot you're going to be tomorrow.
You're watching News 6 at 11, live on a Wednesday night. We're getting results for Winter Springs, Ponce Inlet, and all of Central Florida.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Rubenstein Law. Get the latest news, weather, and more from the News 6 Plus streaming app. Download the News 6 Plus app from the Android TV App Store today.
Summer, vacations, cookouts, long days. Never mind, it's time to go back to school, and at News 6, we've got you covered. We're digging into everything from school safety and book bans to school vouchers, teacher shortages, and the growing population. It's happening all day in every newscast because getting results means making sure you and your kids are ready for the year to come. It's time to go back to school with News 6 and clickorlando.com/backtoschool.
Live with Matt Austin, Lisa Bell, Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells, sports with Sports Director Jamie Say, and special reports from the investigators. This is News 6 at 11, getting results.
New at 11, there is a new effort tonight to raise money for the 6-year-old Louisiana boy who fell from a roller coaster here in Central Florida.
Yeah, paramedics rushed to Fun Spot Kissimmee last Thursday. The little boy was found underneath the track of a coaster called Galaxy Spin. Authorities say the boy was having traumatic injuries from the fall. A GoFundMe says those injuries include a broken pelvis. He's out of the hospital, recovering at home, I am happy to report. If you'd like to donate, you can find a link to the GoFundMe page at clickorlando.com. Also new at 11, the extreme heat is affecting all of our lives, but it's especially bad for those who are just always outside.
Advocates for the homeless say they need shelter now more than ever. News 6's Treasure Roberts is live in Orlando. And Treasure, these people are at the highest risk for heat-related illnesses.
Yeah, Matt, Lisa, they are, and it's really hard to ignore how hot it is outside. We tend to forget when we go home and turn on our AC, but some people simply cannot escape the extreme heat. Oftentimes, unhoused people are forced to walk barefoot outside when their shoes are stolen. Gray says in this heat, the concrete can reach up to 115 degrees, which can severely burn their feet. So at this point, the Christian Service Center is taking donations for shoes. In Orlando, Treasure Roberts, getting results, News 6.
Treasure, thank you. And we have dealt with record heat so far this week. So the big question now, Tom, any chance of any relief in the coming days?
Very little, Lisa. I'm afraid we're trapped here under this big heat dome. We're not getting enough rain. We're not cooling off at night. It's all kind of a cumulative effect. In the last 3 hours, we did pick up some scattered showers here in Central Florida, mostly south and east of Orlando. I keep harping on that because that's where our sea breeze does its best driving in. And we get a few showers, kind of like we did tonight, kind of like we did this afternoon in Palm Coast. Otherwise, we're just burning up. The heat advisories have already been posted for tomorrow. Anywhere you see the orange color, like Marion County, that's a heat advisory. It's in effect tomorrow from the morning hours all the way around until 8 p.m. Flagler County, you have a different advisory ongoing for you. Yours is the excessive heat warning. It's going to be Putnam County and Flagler counties. That's all day tomorrow till 8 o'clock. I think the rest of us might fill in a heat warning or a heat advisory again tomorrow as the day wears on. Now, officially today, we stomped it. We made 99 degrees for the second day in a row. We tied a record in Orlando. We were way above that normal of 92. But look at that previous overnight low this morning. 81 degrees, so hot when you wake up. Tied the record in Orlando today, tied the record in Sanford, broke the record in Daytona Beach. We hit 98, new record. Melbourne did not set a record. The sea breeze kicked in and shut that down. Here we are, 11 o'clock at night. It's still 83 degrees. Temperature reading right now in Daytona Beach, 85, and right now at the port, 83. The real feel at the port right now is 91. These temperatures are super warm everywhere, even Palm Coast, which dropped to 75, has warmed back up. Heat index right now, it's icky. It just feels like it's in the 90s, close to 100 everywhere with all of the humidity. Tomorrow, we do it again. Here's tomorrow's heat index max by about 2, 3, or 4 in the afternoon. All of them in the dangerous category. Nothing developing in the tropics. That's 2 thumbs up. That's one good thing. But there's not much good going on. Just a big ridge of high pressure dominating us for now. Remember, this morning we only dropped into the low 80s. Here is tomorrow.
Sponsored by Strata Air Conditioning and Heating. AC emergency? You ought to call Strata.
Oh yeah, we do it again. Daytime high tomorrow, 97, 98. Some of you could hit 99, and rain chances are only 40% tomorrow, 40% on Friday, finally building to 50% on Sunday. Sleep tight, neighbors. I'll be back tomorrow.
Tom, thank you. Here are tonight's winning Powerball numbers: 15, 67, 10, 21, 69. The Powerball is 3.
And cash for life is 17, 21, 29, 34, 48, and the cash ball is 1. Good luck.
Sports director Jamie Say joins us now.
Okay, Jamie, for UCF football this season, John Rice Plumlee's got to be the straw that stirs the drink.
Yes, right. In every game, the quarterback has to deliver. Well, Plumlee got some high praise from one of his coaches today. That's coming up next. But as we go to break, a no-hitter tonight. The Phillies' Michael Lorenzen gets the pop-up to end the game and finish his complete game no-hitter of the Washington Nationals. This was Lorenzen's second start for the Phillies because the Tigers traded him like 8 days ago. We'll be right back.
Tonight's Sports Desk is brought to you by Greenway Dodge and Greenway Ford.
It's your Wednesday, August 9th, Florida Lotto with double play and Fantasy 5 games. I'm Ken Eflin. Tonight's Florida Lotto jackpot, $12.5 million. And your winning numbers, 6, 13, 42, 8, 20, and the number 33. We've got another great chance for you to win with our new Florida Lotto double play. Tonight's double play numbers, 15, 49, 51, 45, 6, and 46. Now let's play Fantasy 5. You could win hundreds of thousands of dollars. Tonight's winning Fantasy 5 numbers, 17, 13, 31, followed by 36 and the number 12. Let's take another look at those winning numbers. Thank you for playing the Florida Lottery and helping to support education.
Do you really know who's teaching your kids this year? What impact will the teacher shortage and inexperienced new hires have on our students? Find out tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Trooper Steve on Patrol is sponsored by Gibson Truck World. We are the king of trucks.
Welcome back to News 6. During the offseason, UCF football coach Gus Malzahn made a significant addition to his staff, hiring a coach that already bled black and gold. Sounds like a lot of fun. We'll be right back.
Pinpointing weather in Osceola County.
That Mega Millions ticket worth more than $1.5 billion was sold in Florida. The ticket purchased at a Publix in Neptune Beach. That's near Jacksonville. Were you driving through Jacksonville? Bought a Mega Millions recently? Before the big win Tuesday night, there had been 31 straight drawings since the last time somebody won the jackpot. The winner has 180 days to claim the prize. I always wonder why they don't just come the very next day, but I guess they're getting things set up.
They're planning right now.
Legally, they're getting things
strategizing.
Set up. Yeah.
Thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight. You can find all of tonight's stories plus breaking news and podcasts on the News 6 Plus app.
It's free to download on your smart TV or your streaming device. Have an amazing night.